His hand slid from her wrist to the steering wheel. "I can drive this boat's well as you can. You make one move to stop, and I steer her over, bluey, down the bank." He did twist the front wheels dangerously near to the outer edge of the shelf road. Mr. Boltwood gazed at the hand on the wheel. With a quick breath, Claire looked at the side of the road. If the car ran off, it would shoot down 40 feet, turning over and over. You wouldn't dare, because you'd go too," she panted. "Well, deara, you just try any monkey business, and you'll find out how much I'll go too. I'll start you down the joy slope and jump off, savvy? Take your foot off that clutch." She obeyed. "Pretty little feet, ain't they, cutie? Shoes cost about $12, I reckon, while a better man than you or your old moldy face there has to hit the pike in $3 brogans. Sit down, you fool." This last to Mr. Boltwood, who had stood up, swaying with the car, and struck at him. With a huge arm the man swept Mr. Boltwood back into the seat, but without a word to her father, he continued to Claire, "And keep your hand where it belongs. Don't go trying to touch that switch. I'll be sensible. What would you do if the car did stop? I could blackjack you both before this swell, elegant vehicle lost momentum. Savvy? I don't want to pay out my good money to a lawyer on a charge of murder. Get me? Better take it easy and not worry." His hand was constantly on the wheel. He had driven cars before. He was steering as much as she. "When I get you up the road a piece, I'm going to drive all the cute little boys and girls up a side trail, and take all of Papa's gosh what a wad in the cunnin' poteet book. And I guess we'll kiss little daughter and drive on, a waving our hand politely, and let you suckers walk to the next burg." "You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare." "Dare, huh? Don't make the driver laugh." "I'll get help." "Yep, sure. Fact, there's a car coming toward us. 'Bout a mile away, I'd make it, wouldn't you? Well, dollface, if you make one peep, over the bank you go, both of you dead as a couplin' pin, smeared all over those rocks. Get me? And me? I'll be sorry the regrettable accident was so naughty and went and happened, and I just got off in time myself. And I'll pinch Papa's poke while I'm helping get out the bodies." Till now she hadn't believed it, but she dared not glance at the approaching car. It was their interesting guest who steered the Gomez past the other, and he ran rather too near the edge of the road, so that she looked over, down. Beaming, he went on, "I'd pull the rough stuff right here, instead of wasting my time as a captain of industry by taking you up to see the scenery in that daisy little gully off the road. But the whole world can see us along here, the hicks in the valley, and anybody that happens to sneak along in a car behind us. Shame the way this road curves. See too far along us. Fact, you're giving me a lot of trouble, but you'll give me a kiss, won't you, Gwendolyn?" He bent down, chuckling. She could feel his bristly chin touch her cheek. She sprang up, struck at him. He raised his hand from the wheel. For a second the car ran without control. He jabbed her back into the seat with his elbow. "Don't try any more monkey shines if you know what's good for you," he said, quite peacefully, as he resumed steering. She was in a haze, conscious only of her father's hand fondling hers. She heard a quick pit-pit-pit behind them. Car going to pass? She'd have to let it go by. She'd concentrate on finding something she could. Then, "Hello, folks, having a picnic? Who's your little friend in the rompers?" sang out a voice beside them. It was Milt Daggett. The Milt who must be scores of miles ahead. His bug had caught up with them, was running even with them on the broad road. End of chapter 9.